Look, I need your admiration for infinity. Not that this ain't lucrative, but I just need your energy. I got the passion to please. I will not gasp for fatigue. And the way I'm ballin', give me a Grammy or Danny O.B. Standing OV. Bet these bitches
That DMV Wale.
Florin, my man. Ooh, it's a cold Thursday, man. I don't know how people like this.
Man, the weather be
This type of
rising,
weather,
dropping.
I don't know how people enjoy the cold, but it's J&J every day.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
It's your boy Jason. Here with my partner JC. And we do not like cold weather.
I don't know.
Fun fact about us. We hate it. But man, we gonna start. Did you watch those games last night?
I was
Specifically that Astros Red Sox game.
I seen the Red Sox come back. Not come back. Get a win over there.
You know what everybody's talking about. Everybody is talking about the play with Mookie Betts.
Yeah, how Mookie Betts.
Did they make the right call? I'm gonna just ask you and jump right into it. By the rule, if you put your hands over that invisible, the fence, that invisible line that goes straight up, then it's an out. What do you think? Think the hands were over? Think that was a good call?
Hey man, by rules there. They reviewed it, right?
Mm-hmm. They reviewed it,
and
they called it fan interference. Yep.
What can you do?
I have no problem with it. They got it right to me. It looked like fan interference. I think Betts would have had that one if it wasn't for the fan. So, and that's a bummer too, man, because that would have been a 2-run homer, and they lost by 2. So that's a huge bummer. But the Red Sox won, 3-1 series lead. They play tonight. You think this is it? Think the Red Sox get them 4-1?
Yeah, because we haven't really been respecting the best team in baseball right now.
We haven't.
They had 105 wins during the season.
They had 108.
108 wins. So yeah.
I don't feel like I haven't been respecting them. Actually, I should take that back. I picked the Astros because I thought the Astros firepower. I thought they would be able to get them. The Astros won.
Sales pitching was gonna get in their way, but their bullpen has been rocking. So
yeah, Astros won 103. To be fair, only 5 off of the Red Sox. It wasn't like they, like they snuck in the playoffs. But I think you're right. We have been. Well, I picked the Yankees. I was picking against them, and we have been talking about the Red Sox like they were one of the average teams when they weren't. It's the best team in baseball all season. So it was no surprise that they're up 3-1. Looking to cap it off tonight, man. Get back to that series, that World Series. Flip side, though, the Brewers. Brewers have found themselves in a dogfight with the Dodgers. And they're fighting for their life now. What's going on with your Brewers, man?
They're
picked them.
My Brewers.
Hey, you picked them, man.
Well,
what's going on with them?
They're just losing. They're pitching not rocking right with them, and they keep losing these close games. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next game. We'll see if they keep going.
I think it's a wrap tomorrow. I think the Dodgers finish them. Cause I think the Dodgers know if it gets to a Game 7, that's too much. That's too close, man. And that's in any sport, man. You let a team get to a Game 7, it's just too much up in the air, man. Anything can go. So especially when the last 2 are on their home court, home field in this case, you want to try to, the crowd gonna be rocking the Game 6, but it's a difference between the Game 6 and the Game 7 crowd. It's just a difference. You don't want to deal with that Game 7 crowd.
I'd be happy anyway if the Dodgers win because that's Magic Johnson's team. So
listen to him now. Listen to him. I'll be happy anyways.
I mean, I'm a Cubs fan, so I really, man, the rest of these playoffs, man, I was thinking the Cubs were gonna be in there. So they really fumbled the bag in that drink.
Man, this guy.
So I mean, I'm just watching at this point.
Man. I don't look. Puig, and the thing is, Puig's been struggling. It's not like Yasiel's been, been blowing things up out of the park. Puig's been struggling. But Kershaw, they got Clayton, man. And that's why I picked him, honestly. Clayton Kershaw is my guy. I'm like, look.
Man, they say that every year about him in the playoffs.
They do. Hey, but I rode with him this year, and I'm like, hey, come on, Dodgers, finish him up. But man, we gonna switch bases now because believe it or not, there is an NFL game tonight. May not seem like it if you're a basketball fan or a diehard fan like us, because we've been consumed into this into the NBA world these past couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But the Broncos do play the Cardinals today, and that's maybe another reason why everyone you might have forgotten there was a game today. It's not really a headliner that draws your attention. Cardinals 1-5, Broncos 2-4, underachieving. Who do you got, man? Who do you got? Why? What do you think we're up for? Broncos giving up 200-yard rushes this year.
I got the Broncos getting one in here because man, they have to, man. They begin their sacks though. Their defense is still up there. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb are tied for most sacks as a team. As a teammate duo this season, they got 10 together. They lost 4 straight games, so hopefully
they can can. Von Miller said we're gonna kick their ass. Those were Von Miller's words in response to John Gruden. John Elway calling them soft. We said he gonna kick their ass, so we gonna see, man. They like you said, they need this win. After this, at Arizona, which is tonight, at Kansas City versus Houston, then they get a bye. Then after that bye, they got a 3-game stretch at the Chargers versus Pittsburgh, at Cincinnati, and they finish out with San Fran, Cleveland, Oakland, and the Chargers. But these next 4 or 5 games. You drop 4 out of 5 here, and just wrap it up for the Broncos, man.
No, it's probably gonna be the bad game with the Cardinals, man. They're last in offense, they're 25th in defense.
Cardinals just can't get anything going. David Johnson, I know he's fantasy owners out there. You may have dropped him already. I'm not sure, but man, it's not his fault. He's just on a really anemic team.
So, yeah, you got the Broncos also?
Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos. The Cardinals, man. They've just been really struggling. Who'd the Cardinals beat? At least it wasn't us.
I think it was the 49ers.
Yeah,
that was the game. Yeah, I already knew they was going to sneak that one in.
28
You have to sneak that one in. The 49ers need to sneak a couple more in, too.
So then who did the 49ers beat? Oh, yeah. They won.
I think they beat a good team, actually.
Then who did the no, they beat the Lions by 3.
Oh, no, that's not a good team.
Yeah, I was like, where they?
It's a better team than them, though.
Yeah, well, these are 2 teams
Something like that.
The Broncos are underachieving in my mind. They've been really disappointing. And the Cardinals,
but they've also had like a hard schedule also, the Broncos.
They have, but Case Keenum is what I'm looking at when I think underperforming. Maybe we got fooled by what he did with the Vikings, but
I think
even
the Vikings offense is it has so many weapons that you could.
It just elevated them.
You can put a lot of people in there.
Yeah, that's hard to argue. You see what's going on with them now. It's hard to argue. But both rolling with the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be a close one either.
We gonna continue our $150 bet tomorrow.
Yeah, we
with
gonna
all
pick
the
'em.
football picks.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm still up 5 games.
Yep. The comeback is on its way though. The comeback is coming, so stay tuned, y'all. When it's here, I'm gonna be talking that ish on this mic. You hear me? Wait for this comeback that come from behind. Where, boy, it's coming.
Let you come back.
Nah, he said he ain't gonna let me. He don't gotta let me come back. I'm gonna come back either way. You ain't gotta let me. You ain't let me come. I'm coming back because I'm me. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, JC, we gotta let these people know. We gotta let them know, man, for real. That you gonna lose, brother. You gonna lose.
Man, we gotta let these people know about these NBA games last night.
Cause you gonna lose. See, he trying to switch the subject. He trying to go off of the NFL. and him about to lose this bet.
It's not my fault. It's the NFL's fault. They're playing Broncos and the 49ers, man.
Nah, don't try to switch the subject, man. It's like, this is.
I lied. I said the 49ers.
Either
somebody
way,
on their level.
Hey, listen.
Broncos and the Cardinals. My bad.
Listen, the 49ers put up a fight. They put up a fight.
Man. CJ Beathard, man. That's the Iowa fighting them, man.
They put up more of a fight than I think the Cardinals would have put up.
But I think Green Bay was just slacking that night, man. I think, look, man. Out of 3 games, man, Green Bay's won all 3 of them against them.
We got a 9:30 game on Sunday. I'm looking ahead, y'all. I'm sorry.
I think that was one of the international games.
Mm-hmm. Wembley Stadium. Oh, the Jaguars owners.
Yeah, he withdrew from
he
buying.
withdrew, but he was trying to buy the stadium. That's asinine because he was really over there talking about possibly playing half their home games in Jacksonville and half
would have been stupid.
Wembley Stadium. Boy, I'd have been pissed if I was a player. I ain't trying to go. I mean, it's cool, but.
First of all, there's no advantage to the home field. Second of all, it's just too many flights.
Way too many flights, man. Overseas at that. The visiting team, I'm pissed too. Everybody trying to come down. Beautiful stadium, but man, nobody's trying to go down there, man. Ain't nobody trying to go down there. But all right, man.
Customs, all that. International customs, that's worse. What you doing here today?
I'm chilling.
How long you staying? Who you know over here?
Oh, you here for one day? Why you here for one day? What you got business down here doing for one day?
You got your ticket back?
What?
They be asking all types of questions, bro.
Mm-hmm. Like what? Oh my goodness.
Who you know over here?
Oh yeah, we gonna say this story for last. Oh yeah.
But yeah, man,
we gonna get into this basketball. We're playing. Playing basketball. I'm gonna be like this all season. Y'all must not know.
The Bucks beat the Hornets by 1 point, 113 to 112.
Ain't that an MVP pick?
Giannis, yes sir. He had 18 rebounds.
Right? Yes, he did. 8 assists, I believe, to go 25 points.
Yep.
Oh.
And he shot two free throws to ice the game, late in the game. But the Hornets started off the fourth quarter with a 20-point deficit. And they came back playing real small ball. Like, honestly, they had all guards out there, I think. They had Kemba Walker. They had Tony Parker out there, Malik Monk, Michael Gilchrist, and Nick Batum. Like, they were all guards on the floor. They had Batum and Kid Gilchrist guarding Antetokounmpo, and it actually worked. They came back from the 20-point deficit. They almost won.
Gilchrist is a scrapper too, man.
Kemba scored 41.
Yes. Kemba's interesting. He's an interesting player to watch. Be on the. Just keep your ear to the trade wire, because I think Kemba, as the trade deadline approaches and injuries happen, things of that nature. Maybe a team that's like, man, if we just get this one guy, we can be a contender.
Man, Kemba is that guy.
Kemba, keep an eye on Kemba, because, man, I think he said he's wanted to stay in Charlotte. But, dude, at some point, it's like, look, man, you're wasting. You're wasting out there, so.
Yeah, man, Michael Jordan's there, man.
Man, Michael Jordan has not done a stellar job as a owner, GM, whatever he is. He just ain't been mastering. But I'm Malik Monk, man. I'm glad to see him fill up the box score. He kind of had a quiet rookie year last year, and he was one of my favorites coming out of the draft last year because he's a walking bucket. He was 4 for 8 from 3, 7 for 16 for the game from the field, and 18 points, +5. His plus minus was +5. So I'm really glad if he can be a solid 15, 20 point scorer a game, man. It's huge for Charlotte. Huge.
Man, the Hornets, they came back all the way. They took a lead in the fourth quarter. That was their only lead with 36 seconds left after Kemba dropped 2 threes in a row. I mean 2 free throws. And then he missed the layup with the game-winning layup, and Batum missed the three-pointer in the game-winner joint.
Yep.
That's cool.
Kemba said that's going to eat me all night.
Are you surprised about the super small ball thing?
No, because we've seen it before. We've seen teams go small.
I don't know. That's incredible. That's all guards, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all guards. But Michael Gilchrist is what 6'7", I believe, 6'6". Yeah, they weren't terribly small. But no, yeah, I get what you're saying. That's Nicholas Batum out there. Wow, yeah, Batum's what? Oh man, 6'7", 6'8". So Batum's 6'8". So yeah, it was small ball, but it wasn't really. They had some height out there. But yeah, like you said, against Antetokounmpo, man, that's 6'11" with his wingspan. That's like 7'3" or something like that, man. I'm not surprised they came back. They were smaller. The ball was probably moving a lot more efficiently. When you go small, you have 5 players that can now, if you get chased off the 3-point line, put the ball on the floor, make a play for themselves or someone else, and it worked for them. But they couldn't overcome Antetokounmpo, man, and that's why he's my MVP. Again, they lost Jabbar, didn't really pick up anybody. He's gonna have to do it all the time. 25, 18, and 8, damn near triple-double to start. So, man,
Drew Bledsoe's been. I mean, was it Eric Bledsoe?
Yeah, Eric
Bledsoe. He's been getting cooked ever since the playoffs, bro.
Oh man, yeah,
They asked him.
He got ate up in that series. That wasn't good.
He was like, "What? He had 41 points. I guess I didn't guard him too good."
Hey,
Yo.
hey, he got tore up. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Man, what you want? What game you got next?
What game I got
I
next?
know you be on different. You be having a different page than me.
The Pistons beat the Nets
103,
100.
Nope. See, he always got the different game up. Oh, first thing I'm going to take away from that Pistons win. Shout out my Texas boy, Jared Allen. That's 2 times in 9 days, boy. Hey, tell Blake Griffin, he better stop it. He better stop trying you because you're not with it. Tell him to stop. It's not 5 years ago.
How Blake Griffin get blocked, but win the game, and that's the highlight of the whole track.
Because it was
the
vicious.
Only highlight they showing, man. He blocked the mess out.
And that's the second time in 9 days he did it. He did it in the preseason as well. But that's just crazy. That just goes to show you, 4 or 5 years ago, Blake is putting that on his head. Like, man, he just don't got the bunnies anymore, man.
Andre Drummond with 24 points and 20 rebounds. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I think the Nets are oh man. The Nets are in for a long season again, I believe. They in for a long one. D'Angelo Russell only 8 points, man.
I mean, he sucks.
Only 8. You don't bring your biased Lakerism over here.
Man, it's terrible, man.
So he's not that
It's
bad.
past that. He's just a bad guy. He's just nobody you want to be around.
See, he can't let it go. I wouldn't be able to let it go either. That was some cruel stuff.
He just who wants to be around? What's his name? I forgot his name.
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo freaking dude. His nickname is Deloading. Please exit the stage. Please, our Magic put him in freaking Brooklyn. He knew he wasn't gonna do nothing over there, man. Terrible, man, speaking of Brooklyn, man, my sister live out there. Hopefully, I get some good tickets, man. Hopefully, they suck this season so I can get some.
They probably will.
$20 tickets, get in that joint.
Levert held him down with 27. He was their leading scorer. The Pistons, man, it's gonna be fun to watch. Drummond, Griffin, 26 and 24 respectively. Jackson had 19. Luke Kennard, that was a draft pick last year. I think they need him to step up, man, and be a credible scorer, man. He has 7 on 3 of 5 shooting, 1 for 1 from 3. That's not terrible, but again, they need him to step up, man. They were without Reggie Bullock and Stanley Johnson, though. They both had Stanley had a toe injury. Bullock had an illness, man. That stomach flu would be bad for you. But, man, yeah, I got the Pistons in the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see them this year.
Detroit went on a 20-4 run in the third quarter. It was looking nice on them. Shoot.
Dwayne Casey, debut. Raptors old head coach.
Yeah, man. He might win Coach of the Year again if he does it right.
Mm-hmm.
But, shoot, aside from the basketball side, the Pistons honored Aretha Franklin before the game.
Man, that was just beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, they left the microphone mid-court while the anthem played and Isaiah Thomas spoke.
Rest in peace to Queen Aretha, man.
Cool.
And then they held it down and went out there and got the W for her.
Shoot.
So, hey.
They almost lost, man.
Yeah, they did, man. They held it down, man. And Aretha's memory, man. What's the next one you got?
Next game, I got your Pacers, man. They whooped on the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm. Why they gotta be my Pacers?
I mean, you like them this season. You've been talking about them a lot. Miles Turner,
man. Yeah, man. I'm high on them this year. I'm expecting big things. They blew up last year. I'm expecting Vic to come on, go up a little more. Turn up a little more on them. But yeah, I was watching all these games, man. NBA League Pass is free for this week. If you didn't know, now you know. Get it. Check it out. It's beautiful. But yeah,
I'm disappointed in Memphis though.
This wasn't close. Nah, Memphis gonna stink this year, man.
They shot 29.8% from the field.
They're gonna be bad this year, man.
Marcus all led with 13 points.
2 for 11 from the field. Hey, man, at least Mike Conley followed him up with a strong 11 and 3 for 11 from the field.
Indiana out-rebounded the Grizzlies 57-28. It's terrible. Sabonis had 15 rebounds and 14 points.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fourth pick in the draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. had 10 and 5.
That's the Pacers' best rebounding margin in 5 years.
For the Grizzlies, in 5 years.
Yeah, they ain't never done nothing like that in 5 years.
Sheesh. Well, in the Grizzlies' favor, man, they're going up against the Hawks next game. So, hey, bad versus bad, something got to give. Something got to give.
Man, you think they trade Mike Conley before
they might
trade the deadline?
They might.
It looks like they're not doing anything this year.
Yeah, they might. They might let him go just out of respect. Like, hey, Mike, you feel me? We obviously in rebuilding.
The Pacers weren't even playing good.
We'll let you go contend for someone else.
And they still never trailed all that game.
I'm gonna beat you to it, and we gonna skip to that Heat Magic game, cause my man Mo
Bamba. I just wanted to say that the Pacers went 10 for 26 on 3-pointers and committed 20 turnovers.
And still blew them out.
Still blew them out.
That's just how the Grizzlies season gonna go, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough for them, real rough.
But yeah, you said Orlando.
Cause my dog Mo Bamba.
He was leading the scoring. Him and Gordon.
Bamba. Yep, Gordon, man.
104-101. They beat the Heat.
Hold on. What's up? I was watching this game. If Aaron Gordon can step behind the 3-point line this year, and let's just say last year, Aaron Gordon loved stepping behind the 3-point line, and he just was not efficient at it. It just wasn't working for him, but the kid wouldn't stop doing it. He was 4 for 5 last night, and he looked good. If he actually worked on his stroke in this offseason, and he can be a consistent, reliable 3-point threat, man, watch out.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon had 26 with 16 rebounds.
Blake Griffin bounced with a looking like Kevin Love from behind the 3. Dang. Okay. Watch out, man. Okay. The Magic surprised me too. I didn't think they were gonna win.
Yeah, Bamba came off the bench, scored 13 points, had 7 rebounds and 2 blocks.
That's my boy right there. 4 offensive rebounds though. That's what stuck out to me is the 4 offensive rebounds. That just lets me know he's being active. You know, it's one thing to rack up the defensive rebounds, but when you active on the offensive glass as well, that's a really good sign.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good sign. For the Magic, too bad it'll probably be a down year. They got to do something about that point guard position. DJ Augustine, I love you, fellow Texas guy, but you're not it's not gonna work as him as a starting point guard for some real success. Sorry, not sorry.
Shoot, D-Wade, old as hell.
Yeah, man.
9 points, 11 rebounds.
He ain't contributing, man. He's just old. Hey. Some fan won $10K at the Knicks game, bro.
Oh yeah, and I think he made the first field goal of the Knicks as a Knicks like player or like
Yep.
organization or whatever, fan and players.
The Knicks.
They were like 0 for 9.
Yep. The
and then
Knicks
he
had
came
not
in and
made
shot
a
in that
bucket.
joint.
Boy, they was ice cold. It was cold from the field. Fan comes in. They call timeout. Fan, y'all probably seen it on the ESPN and everything. It's been on all that. Fan comes in. Boom. Hits the bank board. I said the bank board. Hits the backboard jumper. 10K. He's happy. Oh, crowd goes crazy. The New York Knicks come out like they done won 10K and explode on the Hawks. Man, they just unloaded on
Yeah,
them.
man, that'll heat you up right there.
Dropped 49 points in the second quarter, man. Came out and gave them 49 to the Hawks 25.
Tim Hardaway with 31 points out there.
Like what?
Hey, man, that's Coach Fizdale, man. He came from Memphis, man.
Yeah, we all big Fizdale people, man.
Gasol then ran him out of that joint.
Man, they were up 72 to 49 to half. It's gonna be that type of year for the Hawks. Unfortunately, it's just gonna be tough.
Trae Young finished with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yep.
He looking cool. Taurean Prince, 21 points.
They got a new coach down there, Lloyd Pierce, for the Hawks. So it's just gonna be, a learning curve. Trae Young, that's my thing with Trae Young this year. I think he might put up numbers, but he will because the Hawks are bad and he'll have the ball most of the time. But he's not gonna shoot very well. I think he's gonna have a bad shooting year, and it's gonna be a super volume shooter. He was 5 for 14 last night, 14 shots to get 14 points. I'm very familiar with that. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, guys. So I know what it looks like, man. I think that's gonna be the worry for him. But the man that Father Time might not be able to defeat.
Yo, Vince Carter, man.
Father Time might not be able to. Father Time might not be able to get Vince out of here, dude. He could still 360 it like.
They had to double team him and all that.
Bro, really, like, come on, bro. So I don't know, man. Father Time might not be able to hit him. Kevin Knox poured in 10. But yeah, it was a bad first shooting game for him as well, man. 4 for 16. But again, the Knicks, they're gonna get their young players in there. They're gonna get them playing time. And I think Kevin Knox will eventually start. Alonzo Trier, though, man, from Arizona, rookie, poured in 15 on 5 for 9 shooting. The Knicks might, the Knicks might be on to something with these young guys, man. And it's not good that Porzingis is out, obviously, but him being out is gonna open the door, for for them to grow and for a lot of for them to get minutes. So when he does come back, they can get it back together.
But man, it's just the first season. I mean, the first game, and it was over Atlanta.
Yeah, that too, man. Yep. Competition matters, man.
We'll see.
But I think they'll be all right down there in New York.
Next game though, got the Raptors beating up on the Cavaliers, 116 to 104.
Those are your Cavaliers.
Hell no, ain't no.
If Indiana's my Pacers, these are your Cavs.
Oh, I haven't been speaking highly of them at all. I just been saying they
the
gonna
defending
make the playoffs.
champions who lost LeBron James and who before without LeBron James didn't sniff the playoffs are going to make the playoffs. These are your Cavaliers, led by the young bull.
Hold on, man. I'm a Lakers fan. That's my only team.
All right.
I don't
These are
even
your
speak
Cavs,
highly on
man.
nobody else.
These are your Cavs.
I honestly
man.
don't speak highly on no other NBA team.
These your Cavs,
I guess the
man.
Warriors I speak highly on them because that's the Warriors.
I want to call this man a bunch of names that are, when it be like caution NSFW content. That's why I can't, because we can't label this that. But Kawhi Leonard looked good. He was out there balling yesterday.
Yeah, 24 points, 12 rebounds.
Yep.
Kyle Lowry with 27 points.
Only 9 for 22, so it was ugly, but it got it done. I don't know. I got the Raptors at number 2 in the East. We've been through it already. Mm-hmm. Everybody got some clock. No, Malachi Richardson didn't get any clock. But everybody else got some clock. Only 2 people didn't. Greg Monroe didn't play last night for the Raptors, and I think he'll be I think they might integrate him into the offense or into the lineup Not sure. It'll be interesting to see what they do there.
Kyle Lowry 8 assists and 5 for 6 from the 3.
Yeah, that boy was in midseason form. He said, "Man, y'all took away my dog from me. Y'all took away my dog from me, so I'm gonna go extra hard this year. Y'all did that illness to me." The Cavs, they
Kevin
hung
Love,
in there.
Yeah, Kevin Love had 21 points.
Mm-hmm.
Osman was 17 and 10 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Clarkson and George Hill had 15 each. Ronnie Hood with 12.
Yeah, they hung in there, man. But they just, again, I think that's gonna be the story with the Cavs. Kyrie's gone, LeBron's gone. I just feel like not enough firepower. Even when they keep games close, I just feel like they don't have enough firepower down the stretch to match with the top teams. Colin Sexton, how my young boy do? He had 9 points, man.
Yeah.
2 for 7. He didn't have any assists. It's gonna be a learning curve for him, man. That's my guy. It's gonna be a learning curve. The Rockets were not rocketing last night
Yes, sir.
in their home debut.
The Pelicans spanked on that dude.
They were not rocketing at all. It ain't look good. It ain't smell good. Carmelo Anthony was, well, he was the Carmelo he might just be now. He might just be that Carmelo.
They had James Harden MVP trophy sitting midcourt there. As they had a ceremony during warm-ups and stuff.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they were still on that MVP high.
Nah, Anthony Davis came out with 32 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists. That's what happened.
But not only, I was going to say, not only Anthony Davis,
yeah,
though.
Everybody was heated.
Julius Randle came out, gave him 25.
Heated.
2 for 4 from 3, you feel me? Drew Holiday.
And Mirotic was 6 from 8 from the 3.
I forgot they had Elfrid Payton. I forgot they got that boy Elfrid Payton. He ain't Rondo, but I mean, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He was trying to play like Rondo with a triple-double. 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 points. Drew Holiday, 10 points, 8 assists. And that's the thing. I think that's why they went out and got Payton. Because Payton, he's been a super underachiever since he got in the NBA. Let's just be 100.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're working with Anthony Davis, you kind of just need to be a point guard and just get him the ball in his spots, man. That's all we need you to do. We lost Rondo. We just need you here with Holiday to get him the ball, and he did that. Julius Randle, that's your guy.
Yeah, man.
That's your guy. He's looking good. His thing is crazy because he didn't want to be he didn't want to be with the Lakers. He actually wanted to leave. Yeah, he didn't want them to. I think he knew that, odd man out. Like you always say, you worry about Josh's role with the team. And I feel like that was the same thing with Randall. He knew odd man out.
Just too many people over there.
Bron's coming. He was like, man, I'm going to just get. And he got to a really good situation.
And he came from our last coach. Yeah, they came from the Byron Scott era. Most of these young people sometimes. Magic, I think his first pick in was Lonzo. That was the first decision he brought in as he came. And Kuzma. So those are really his players. He likes Ingram from the Byron Scott era, but maybe it just didn't work out with Randall and Jordan Clarkson, and those are the young people from the old coach. But yeah, it's just too many people over there. I can tell.
Yeah, better situation here, man. He's going to get his shots. Each one more though, man. Followed it up by with 21. And I'm looking at their plus minuses. It's ridiculous. The starting fives plus minus is stupid. You got plus 14, plus 23, plus 26, plus 23. Each one more was the best one with a plus 30 when he was on the floor. Like, golly. The Rockets, though. First game, you lost Trevor Ariza. You don't got Luke Mbah-a-Moute. You got Michael Carter-Williams, though. Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michael Carter-Williams. He fooled us. He fooled us with that rookie year. He sure did fool us. But, it was just ugly. Chris Paul was... he wasn't the Chris Paul we grown to love last night. James Harden was pedestrian. PJ Tucker was besides Eric Gordon, him and PJ took top leading scores. Yeah, Melo 3 for 10 with 9 points.
But this is the first game.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
the
the
thing.
Rockets is
Yep.
gonna do way better.
They got to figure it out. They got Chris Paul's he's a genius basketball mind. A genius basketball mind. Him and Mike D'Antoni and Harden, they'll sit down and they'll figure out how to get everybody going, man. I ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about that too much.
Yeah. But the next game though, the Spurs beat the Timberwolves 112 to 108.
The drama game. The drama game went well for Jimmy Butler. Took him 23 shots, but he poured in 20. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was that was Jimmy Butler. Took him 23 shots, but he poured in 23 points. He looked like Jimmy Butler, man. And yesterday he kind of just probably reminded everybody, one, why they need him so bad. Mm-hmm. And two, just what he can do and what he can bring to a team if they were to trade for him or if he did leave in free agency. He just, out the gates game one, he just reminded folks. Jeff Teague had 27. Andrew Wiggins, he didn't look terrible. He had 20. But he didn't look terrible. He was active. But still, he got to be. I think, well, we all know Andrew is what Andrew is now. But, dun, 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 Karl Anthony Towns. Really? Really, dude? That's how you come out the gate, dude? Really? 8 points? 22 minutes? Foul out? On 2 for 6 shooting? That's not gonna cut it. But that's the thing. If Towns is supposed to be the man in Minnesota, or he's supposed to be a young building block, young cornerstone, how's it gonna work when Jimmy's really the man? I don't think there's enough shots. There's not. So I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. But fouling out in the first game of the season, Karl Anthony Towns, 8 points. That's not a good look.
I don't think Jimmy's the problem. I think Jimmy would even get an assist if they would actually score.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just look, man. It's 8 points, fouling out in the first. Come on, man. That's a terrible look. Yeah, that's terrible. On the flip side, DeMar DeRozan looked good. He looked like he just picked up where he left off, to be honest with you. He gave him 28. LaMarcus had 21. Rudy Gay had 18. And that's what they're going to need to do. Their lack of point guard depth didn't hurt them too bad. Brian Forbes held it down with 11. And that's what he's going to have to do until Derek White can come back. He's going to have to hold it down. Because, man, they got beat up by injuries. And, again, it's interesting because you just have to remember the Spurs are still without that rookie, too, Lonnie Walker. But, how many more games, man?
Next game we got, the Jazz beat the Kings 123 to 117. Donovan Mitchell came up late.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have so much good defense around the joint. It was all right, though. Shouldn't have been playing this hard against the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings are pretty bad. Willie Cauley-Stein, though, man. Good showing with 23. The one I'm watching for the Kings is De'Aaron Fox. I'm looking to see, does he take a step forward this year from last year? Does he improve? Does he regress, progress, or does he stay the same? That's what I'm looking at. And
Rudy Gobert with 19 points, 15 rebounds. Joe Ingles with 22 points. Derek Favors, 18. Nice.
And yeah, they just gonna do it by committee, just like they did last year.
Yep, 7 players had double figures.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna do it by committee. They did it like that last year. They're gonna do it by committee, and they play defense. Mm-hmm. The Jazz play really good D. So the battle of the rookies, the battle of the rooks.
Oh yeah, it was a good game.
The battle of the rookies, man. It was a good game. Luka Doncic, he got outplayed. Didn't have his best game. Only shot 5 for 16 from the field. Only poured in 10 points. But we go to that other side of the ball, and the number one pick showed up and showed out. 21-10.
Yep.
21-10 and 6 assists.
Yeah,
in
he
his
moves
debut.
the ball around. He gets a lot of rebounds. And
excuse me, he had 18. Sorry, guys.
yeah, he can do a lot, man.
He had 18.
Devin Booker showed out. He had 35 points, and 19 of it was in the final 6 minutes.
Yeah, I was watching that thing, and it was. He just hit shot after shot after shot. You were like, woo, that boy right there.
Yep.
Not Justin Jackson, man. Josh Jackson, 3 for 4 from 3. If Josh Jackson if he develops a shot, he's gonna be really dangerous, man. If he can develop into a solid scorer and get a shot going, man, really dangerous.
Trevor Ariza, the vet, with 21 points.
Yeah, they missed him up in Houston yesterday. And last but not least, man, Nuggets Clippers.
Yes, sir.
Nuggets got the W. But the main story, everybody's talking about, Boban Marjanovic and the dunk. The dunk while standing on the floor. Never jumped. Oh, my goodness, this man. And he's been killing it lately, actually. Killed it in the preseason, and he actually killed it yesterday as well for the Clippers. He poured in 18 off the bench, man.
Yeah, man. With 2 3-point plays around the end of the game. Well, 5 minutes ago they were trailing, and he helped them come back on an 11-3 run.
Mm-hmm. But the Nuggets, man, I got them in the playoffs this year because they just every single person in their starting 5 is a walking bucket on any given night, and I mean that. I mean that. Paul Millsap, he can give you a bucket any night. Jokic, we all know what he's about. Jamal Murray, if you don't know, you're gonna know this year. That's a bucket. Will Barton, he can get it going on any given night, and Gary Harris, man. So their starting 5 is good. Any given night can explode for 20+, man.
That dunk was so powerful that they had a delay to.
Yeah, they had to fix that rim up. I mean, hanging on the rim.
But anyway, man, we got games tonight. Bulls and 76ers. Who you got?
Yes, sir. We picking games, fool.
I got the 76ers.
We picking games, fool. I'm going with the Bulls.
All right. Miami Heat versus the Wizards.
Wizards.
Yeah, I got the Wizards also. And LA, baby, we open up the season. Lakers, Lake Show. We playing the Blazers. Who you got?
I got Portland.
All right, you already know who I got, man. I just sang. Los Angeles, California, man. I can't wait to go there in a couple weeks.
Yes, man.
What was that story you was talking about earlier that you was going to wait till the end of the show to drop?
Oh, man, the former USA Gymnastics president Steve Penny was arrested on charges of tampering with the Larry Nassar evidence that goes back to that Michigan State gymnastics case where he's now in prison. Larry Nassar is now in prison. And he's going to be there probably for the rest of his life. But the president was picked up to the 3rd-degree felony. Is punishable for 2 to 10 years in prison. And they saying they don't know if he's had if he has attorney right now. So, yeah, I just want to throw that out there, man.
Man, that boy is sick.
Yep. But Thursday night game tonight. Tune into that.
Yes, sir.
Astros, Red Sox tonight, man.
Another thing, the G League just opened up a new alternative to college one and done people where they offer $125K to some select elite prospects. So maybe in a couple years we're gonna get to it because we have to wait till the next CBA, I believe, so they can officially let in 18-year-olds and people to skip college to go in the NBA if you're that good. But we'll see how that rolls.
We will. Man, we gotta run. We gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, man.
We been kicked up out the studio today, actually. Literally. So we out of here.
All right, y'all. Have a good day. See y'all tomorrow.
J&J every day. We be back tomorrow.
All right.
We out.
Vic Page never made it, Len Bias never made it. See, God gave us the talent, but the devil make us famous. My effort is contagious, so check this BOA shit. With this recording, I'm as sick as Jordan before game 6. Jazz talking, I bet I pick and roll with your bitch. You got